Hello everyone, this is A.R.K from Sign Builder Illustrated. I'm here live at the 2024 ISA show floor with Courtney Ramos-Fincher, the president and CEO of A.R.K Ramos. Courtney, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
So, of course, she's got a wonderful looking booth at the show this year, and she's here to meet customers, find out new trends in the industry, and kind of just really see what's going on with the signage industry and get your product out in front of as many people as possible, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So your calling card is ornate, custom, luxurious signage developments, whether that might be custom letters. You obviously can see all of these amazing plaques that they produce. Could you tell us about your process and what makes you stand out from the competition?
Okay. Our process is rooted in old world tradition. We are first and foremost a foundry, meaning we take we take ingots and melt them into molten metal and we pour them into shapes.
Yeah.
So we started out as an industrial casting foundry.
Okay.
And somewhere along the way, my grandpa pivoted and changed the signage, and we've been doing that since about the 1950s.
No way.
So yes, we've been
Wow.
in business since 1946.
So this is a true family business.
Yes.
Okay, amazing.
Yes. It's myself and my brother in leadership. We're celebrating 10 years this year.
Congratulations.
And thank you, in leadership of the company. So it's really us two at the helm. And our goals for this show and going forward are awareness of our product line, the fact that we manufacture plaques.
Yeah.
We've always
Nice.
been known for that, but that we also do dimensional letters. That is kind of something that I always hear is, oh, I didn't realize you did dimensional letters.
Yeah.
We do dimensional letters. So brand awareness, also letting customers know that we are on social media.
Yes.
And it's not salesy, it's very informative. It is my favorite thing, which is pulling back the curtain.
Yeah.
And showing, I always say, how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's really cool. I mean, watching molten metal pour is pretty
It is really nice.
soothing.
I checked out the TikTok, of course, prior to the interview, and I was really impressed. Some professional content, and also you can learn a lot watching your content.
Yes.
So, excuse me, if you could let everyone know kind of your process for marketing. We're always wondering, how are you keeping your clients happy? Because prior we were speaking, sometimes you just get a sketch drawing on a piece of paper, and then you have to turn that into a rendering, and then the next thing you know, it's fabricated metal. Of course, that's a pretty complicated process. Can you talk about the lengths you go to for your clients?
Okay, yes, we will either be as much as you need or as little as you need. So we do have a full art department on staff, because we do normally have to take even a really great file like an Illustrator or Corel and manipulate it for our purposes.
Yep.
We have to do a little bit of kerning, but we also can, then you can send us a sketch and we will send you back a beautiful digital proof.
Yeah.
We can even, brand it to you, or it can just be an internal proof between, B2B, us to you.
Yeah.
So we really can be as much or as little as you want. And also that kind of ties to our dimensional letters again, is we can also populate with the LEDs, or we can send them empty. So that's another thing, is a lot of sign shops really are, tied to one type of LED. They're very experienced with it. They love it. They have the components to service it.
Yeah.
So we're always happy to, send a primed empty letter to them to finish out, or completely turnkey, a beautiful mirror polished letter with LED lighting.
That's amazing. So you really are just, whatever the customer needs, you can provide that.
Yeah, we're set up for custom. I mean, and we always have been.
Yeah.
So whenever someone brings us something, that's where we shine. We love it.
Yeah.
Everything we do is typically one-off. I mean, it's rare to get an order of 100 of the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So the more difficult, we love to walk through that challenge with our customers.
Okay, amazing. And so we're here at a show about signage. Of course, as you run the company, you're understanding the trends in the industry. You're seeing different requests from clients. Can you give people maybe a peek behind the curtain at some trends you're noticing, or some of your favorite creations that you've been making in these past couple months, the last year, that have been standing out to you?
Okay, trends are, I feel like it's nothing new, but your logo. Everyone, or your client's logo.
Yeah.
I mean, they spend a lot of money on branding. They spend a lot of money on the creation of the logo, and they want that represented in a myriad of different ways.
Okay.
And so metal is always a very high-end perceived product.
Yeah.
So there are substitutes to that, but I really believe you can tell the difference. So
Of
I
course.
think just translating those logos in different ways,
Okay.
in interesting ways.
Yes.
You know, we see the LEDs that look neon, like
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
Everyone wants their logo like that. So it's a way to think about that a little differently.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, because something like this that you guys can see here, I'll move a little bit. This is something that can really impress a client. And if you were going to, invite someone into your office for a very important meeting, if you were to show that, you invested in your company with this level of branding, that could be the difference maker in getting a deal together.
Absolutely.
And so what do you say to people who are, maybe unfamiliar with casting, and they might be just looking, maybe they would like something that looks as nice as this, but they go with plastic just because it's all they know, or they go with the cheaper material because it's all they know. Could you let people know the benefits of going with someone like you for casting signage?
Yeah. Longevity.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of unspoken, but I'll go ahead and speak it. And
Well, it's a good point though, because
Yeah.
these are not going away anytime soon.
no, we don't build bridges
No.
out of plastic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we build them out of metal. I mean, we build our structures out of things that last forever. I
Yeah.
mean, so there are again those substitutes, and there's a time and a place for those, but there's a time and a place for something that
Yeah.
is going to be forever, has a sense of permanence, has a sense of elevation.
That's true. You know what? I didn't think about that, but that's a really good point.
Yeah.
This will stand the test of time and be impressive for years to come.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And so as we wrap up here at the ISA 2024 show, I was just wondering, Courtney, could you walk us through what goes on in your shop? Say, of course you got hands-on, you're running things. What goes on in your shop on a monthly basis? How are you working with your team? Do you have some employees that have been around for so long that you trust them just to get the process going and started, or are you kind of in the shop with them, making sure everything goes smoothly?
Both.
Both?
But I do have an employee that began working for our company a year before I was born.
No way.
So yes. So
Wow.
so yeah, that's so I do have employees.
So he
that I
worked for your
trust.
grandfather and now works
Yes.
for you?
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
amazing.
And has worked there longer than I have been alive. So
And clearly he's happy working for the company.
He's our painter. He's our head painter. He's fantastic. If you'll see some paint ingredients, he does those.
And the last thing I'll ask you is just kind of a general question. As we talk to people in signage, we understand it's a very family-oriented business. There's a lot of family businesses. For someone who is young and getting involved in a family business, can you give some tips and tricks to making sure things run smoothly? Because, of course, the better you know someone, sometimes the bigger the problems can get. So as someone who runs a family business, how do you differentiate that line between family and business, and how have you guys been able to be so successful for so many years?
I don't differentiate it because it really is 24/7, 365.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we talk about it at Easter brunch. We talk about it at
Really?
Christmas. Yeah, I mean, it just comes up
In a healthy way.
in a
of course.
healthy way because we over communicate. We
Okay.
also have attended corporate mediation sessions where we've learned how to communicate with each other,
Oh, really?
how to pause, and because we know each other. It's perfect
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
said that, because then you already think you know how they're going to respond.
Yeah.
You think you know that.
Yeah.
Well, corporate mediation teaches you to, or maybe repeat it
Okay.
how you heard it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's not how it, you're not
Exactly.
on the same. So it has taught us to pause
Okay.
and make sure we truly understand each other.
And that's really valuable advice. As I said, there are so many sign shops out there that are family businesses. Yours is extremely impressive. We appreciate you giving the advice. And once again, I'm Alex. This is Courtney, live from the ISA 2024 show floor. Thanks again so much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.